Hello there, you're watching our television. This is State of Business. I am Pumita Katugampala. We are our top stories. Government lacks the resources to build the digital infrastructure needed for the country, President says. Unique digital identity will ensure safer and efficient government service, Subject Minister stresses. Welcome back, you're watching State of Business. Now let's have a detailed look at the stories. President Ranil Wickremesinghe said that due to the limited availability of resources in the government, the private sector should take the lead in creating the digital infrastructure necessities of the country. The President said this addressing the National Information Technology Conference in Colombo last week.
One of the other issues like human capital, which has been concerning me, the digital infrastructure. How do we provide the digital infrastructure? So we have to do in the background of the present economic crisis, where the government's resources are limited. My thinking and the government's thinking is that the private sector, private investment should take over the basic digital infrastructure. The government should step in where it is not feasible for the private sector to come in. Secondary is available of capital in the financial sector. This is why we are going ahead with restructuring the banks to ensure there's adequacy of capital, that money is available, and we will also need to channel the money into this sector. So we require a diverse financial sector different from what we are going to have today. The other is digital inclusion. Digital inclusion is necessary. You can't have the digital divide as between the rich and the poor. How do we achieve that? So these are the three: digital inclusion, where everyone has access to the digitalization that is going on in the country. So these, to me, are the main issues that we have to address immediately. There are others like the legal systems, cyber security, yes, those can be done. Some can be done by the government, others by the private sector. But these are three important areas.
Meanwhile, the State Minister of Technology, Kanaka Herath, said that the establishment of a unique digital ID would ensure the delivery of a secure and efficient service delivery for the citizens. The State Minister of Technology said this during his address at the National Information Technology Conference held at a hotel in Colombo recently.
At present, IT sector job demand stands at 20,000 per annum, and we only produce 10,000. Therefore, these capacity building programs at the grassroots level will help us to build citizens with skills for digitally empowered better tomorrow. Target job opportunities by 2030 would be about 350,000. There will be a chief digital officer appointed to critical government institutions. The district digital transformation committees will enhance the district digital readiness index, which was newly established. This will be the driving factor for any district in attracting investments, building capacity of the people and government officers. Connected digital government. Government digitalization has been happening, and establishing unique digital ID will connect all society-related institutions such as NIC, passport, driver's license, land registry, motor traffic department, inland revenue, bank systems, etc. This will support in building a better, secured and efficient digital service deliveries for citizens. This initiative will help to partner with public and private institutions, build trust nationally and internationally to bring new investors, boost tourism, curtail corruption and take national level decisions based on big data.
State Minister of Technology Kanaka Herath also said that the government aims to realize Sri Lanka's potential in becoming a global technology hub by creating a robust ecosystem that will attract talent and investment.
Digital Nomad Visa is another project spearheaded by Minister of Technology with the collaboration of Ministry of Public Security. The cabinet approval on this project has been granted, and with the support of Honorable Minister of Public Security, we have to make this a ground reality as soon as enabling digital nomads and remote workers to work and live in Sri Lanka. Single window approval for ICT investments are also another project which we work with the Ministry of Investment Promotions. Single window system will provide a one-stop shop for investors to access regulatory and administrative services. All these initiatives will be taken with the sustained effort and collaboration between the government ministries, the private sector, and the civil society. I must appreciate the efforts and the commitment of our partner agencies who have rallied around Ministry of Technology in making our plan a reality. Starting from today, we will have 23 major events across October and November, including an investment summit. I want to reiterate the fact that the Ministry of Technology will facilitate the industry stakeholders to achieve all objectives set forth collaboratively. These events will collaborate in attracting investors and encourage startups which will support the actual transformation. The government, led by President Ranil Wickremesinghe's vision, believes that Sri Lanka has the potential to be a hub for technology by focusing on building a robust ecosystem that attracts talent and investment.
Stay tuned for more stories after this short commercial break.
Even if they force me to turn back 1,000 times, I'll keep trying.
They're determined, driven, and often unwelcome. Millions of people are desperate to start a new life abroad. What do they face on their journey there, and how can they make a fresh start?
Welcome back here with State of Business. Now, the Cabinet spokesman and Minister Bandula Gunawardena emphasised that the online safety bill seeks to regulate content that is inauthentic, extremist, abusive or hateful, rather than imposing constraints on freedom of expression. The Cabinet spokesperson said this during a post-Cabinet media briefing recently. The minister outlined that the primary goal of the bill is to safeguard the well-being of the community and national security by preventing the dissemination of harmful content. Gunawardena clarified that the government's approach differs to measures taken by China, where certain social media platforms have been completely banned. He assured that the bill is designed to strike a balance within the sphere, addressing concerns about the impact on small and medium enterprises relying on social media for promotion. He added that it aims to establish governance in line with principles akin to those governing intellectual property and branding ethics, rather than restricting legitimate activities. Gunawardena also said that the focus should be on the content and merits of a cabinet paper and not on who submits it. He further said that the nuanced approach is geared towards striking a balance between regulatory oversight and individual freedoms in the online sphere. Now, National People's Power today emphasised that the government is an effort to demotivate the public, saying that no presidential election will be held next year as planned. At a media briefing held at the JVP head office this morning, NPP parliamentarian Harini Amarasuri said that they would not allow any force to postpone the presidential election, which is due for next year.
The government is also, this deeply unpopular government, this government which has been rejected by the people of this country, at this moment is also attempting to spread rumors and also to demotivate people who are hopeful for a change and who are actually waiting for a change. We all know that 2024, a presidential election is due. And many people who are deprived of expressing their opinions and their views through the local government election, the vast majority of people are now looking forward and are hopeful at least about their ability to engage in a presidential election and to deliver a verdict on this government. However, the government is spreading rumors and attempting at this point to create a discussion that they will, rather than face an election, that they are prepared to abolish the executive presidency and thereby avoid holding an election even in 2024, and that for the next 2 years that there will be no further elections till 2025. This we see as an extremely anti-democratic and despicable move by a government that has completely lost people's mandate and has completely been rejected by the people of this country.
Meanwhile, Citizens Development Business Finance PLC launched the eShift Concept Centre as a step to accelerate the company's sustainability mobility solutions, focused under the net zero vertical of CDB's sustainability agenda. An agreement for this regard was signed recently by the CEO of the CDB and the CEO of Cogen, Dr. Harsha Subasinghe. As part of its sustainability agenda, CDB, together with global and local partners, initiated the Haritha Coalition designed to promote EVs and solar energy solutions to Sri Lanka. The eShift concept is another progressive step taken by the coalition in which ChargeNet, which is a subsidiary of Cogen International, will power the charging stations at the centres. The eShift Concept Centre aims to educate individuals interested in sustainability mobility while generating interest and stimulating enthusiasm about EVs in Sri Lanka, while creating awareness about a mindful transformation from fossil fuel-based vehicles to EVs. The centre will be a catalyst in prompting a sustainable shift in Sri Lanka's transportation sector.
The potential magnitude of lasting positive impact this initiative can make is unimaginable. At the same time, we have many challenges as well, bringing down the cost of conversions, duty, cost of funds, convincing the consumer, getting over being skeptical about this whole thing. So there are some daunting challenges. Definitely there are more questions than answers.
Stay tuned for the stock update. Welcome back, you're watching State of Business. Now the stock update. Trading at Colombo Stock Exchange ended on negative notes today. The share price index dropped 91.19 points to close at 10,721.84, and the S&P SL 20 dropped 42.20 points to close at 2,999.90. The turnover was 1.1 billion rupees and over 31 million shares were traded. Coming up next are Forex rates. And that's it for tonight. For this and more, subscribe to our channel on YouTube and follow us on Facebook. Thanks for watching. Take care and good night.